Cute little animals. So let's go and check out Urban Rescue Ranch. We haven't seen this channel in a bit actually, and I always love watching this channel. So let's get into it.
Boring. They
Look at this.
toenail. Clear signs of metabolic bone disease.
True.
Super healthy now.
Oh my God, is that a lion?
Ounce-topia. Look at they're fighting. Gee, that's a horrible noise.
Actually, a
Ooh.
violation of my parole to be around children.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Croc Barn. My friend from church peer pressured me into bringing some animals into her second grade class.
Bro, look how good this place looks now. That's no, I missed quite a few episodes, but damn.
Grade class. If I
Wow.
had a chicken or a goat and I brought it into a second grade classroom, I'd have to have USDA permits and I'd be breaking all kinds of laws. But I don't need a single permit to bring this 15-foot adult Nile crocodile into
Have a good
second
one,
grade
Rose.
classroom
Have
in the
fun.
state of Texas. This guy could live to be 150 years old. to get to
Holy,
be
look
about
at that
15
boy.
feet. And that would be just fine for me to bring into a second grade classroom with no permits. All these crocodilians were surrendered to us. We got a little blind caiman, a gator that's missing an arm. All I need to do to make this safe for a 7-year-old is just tape up his little mouth. All right, say
Increase the
we also
volume a
have
bit.
this little precious blind caiman. Watch this. Hey, yeah. Yoink. This is my little blind caiman.
We
You
got
guys,
that
you can't
fucker.
see a thing,
Look at
or
it.
she can't, rather.
What the fuck is that? Wait, what the fuck did you zoom at? What the fuck did you zoom at?
Baby's got all kinds of problems.
Is that
She's
his
also got a
ball?
little
What
bit
was
of an
that?
Overbite, as you guys can see.
Oh,
Guys, I
look
was
at
gonna
it.
use this for
Is he a
Gustavo,
bitey
but he
fella?
is very, very chill nowadays. Watch this.
Skip it about bottom up.
All right, buddy, calm down. But Gustavo,
Bro,
is a
I don't
perfect-
know. There's something about crocodiles when they open their mouth. I don't know why. Like, this is meant to strike fear, but I'm looking at this and this is hella cute.
little fella to show these kids because he's a big, fat, chunky boy. He
Oh.
also lost
Oh shit.
the little last bit of his tail.
Bro, I think the video player said no. No more. It's like crashing or something.
Because he's a big, fat, chunky boy. He also lost the little last bit of his tail
Ooh.
whenever he was a baby. And it's crazy
Big
to think that this
boy.
was the same little sad, emaciated skeleton that came in a couple years ago. And he
Oh
was
my
just a little
God.
baby. But we're going to go ahead and put
But
him
he's
in
been
here.
eating well.
Did I just go ahead and poke some holes in these little things I just bought from Walmart?
I think there's already a big hole in it. I think you're good, man.
It looks perfect. Can't forget the first aid kit for when these 7-year-olds get bit. Look at this, you guys. Gustavo dwarfs that little Nile crocodile. So look how cute the Rhea are. And for some reason, this one keeps pecking the other ones on the head. We're also going to bring one of the little tortoises that someone surrendered. Look at all these baby Kevins. And
Oh,
this
they're
is where
so
I put
cute.
the little tortoises that people surrendered to us. They can't just let them free range the property.
I always wanted a turtle or a tortoise whenever I was a kid. But whenever I think whenever I was when I was 6 or something, they made it illegal to have them as pets in my country. So I couldn't have them anymore, which really sucked. But anyways, 2 years later or 3 years later, I got a dog. So that's GG.
Just gonna get lost or dig out and escape. This is a perfect little fella to teach kids about. 'Cause it's not too heavy. You would also be perfect, and these were both surrendered to us by folks that just could not take care of them anymore. And yes, we are still
look
getting
at it.
wildlife nowadays. Gee,
That's
that's
so
a horrible
cute.
noise. We are still getting wildlife nowadays, you guys. It's just a lot less frequent. And for some reason, we're getting a lot of raptors this time of year that are getting hit by cars. or that are just
I love
down and
birds.
dehydrated.
Listen
And
to
now
them
just have this
scream,
guy and
man.
A bunch of skunks in here. But because we get less animals in the fall,
I saw someone get
time
bit
for me to go ahead and
by a turtle.
in the rehab and focus on doing educational things for the kids in the city schools. And now we have these for Capybara Mukbang, Waco Wildlife Rescue, and this other cringe channel. What the skibbity? Hey, and what the
Wait, is he the one hosting Capybara Mukbang? I've gotten that video. I've gotten that channel recommended. Oh my God.
skibbity? We got 20 minutes before we have to actually be there. Let's go ahead and throw baby Gronk in there too.
What the hell is
This is
this?
actually the first time
Oh,
I've grabbed him
Jesus.
since he bit me. Let's show this to some 7-year-old kids. Oh, look at this beautiful black dwarf caiman, you guys. Let's clean him off before we take him to the kids. Look at that little nictitating
Bro.
membrane, you guys. Look how beautiful his eye is. That's incredible. We're gonna go ahead and tape up his mouth real quick so that he doesn't hurt any children. Yeah, we had to quadruple wrap this bad boy, but look at how beautiful this animal is. Mwah! He's the
Aw.
same size as Gustavo now. Look at that. Proud dad. Look at how beautiful these two animals are, you guys. And this is going to be my favorite big boy. And we're going to keep him until he's very, very big. Temporarily, this is going to be just fine for him. And it's actually an honor and a privilege for me to be able to do this, you guys, because it's actually a violation of my parole to be around children. But come on, guys. Wouldn't you trust me with your 7-year-old?
What if the tape rips? Nah, it made it thick. It made you think it won't rip at all.
Car.
The thing is that another thing with crocodiles is that they can bite really hard, but they don't have the strength to open their mouth very quick, like easily. So like in the sense that the way to deal with a crocodile is literally to hold their mouth shut, because they barely can open it up. But it's just their jawline when they're biting, that's the rough part.
You know what? We don't really need these guys.
They're not.
Open
Ooh,
sesame.
they're about to run.
Open sesame.
Over 120 years old.
Oh, look at that.
Man, I'm never doing this for free again.
True.
Educational. Look at this baby. Okay, thank you for being so sweet, Gustavo. But all right, everybody, I'm exhausted, but we still have to post the video today. Hooray! Look at these little baby caplies. Just filled up all of their waters, and all of them walk over to me whenever I sit down because they think I'm gonna feed them. But joke's on them.
Capybaras.
I have nothing.
Look at these big boys.
They tend to not care as long as I start scratching.
Bro, that nose
soon.
is
And even
fat.
these little guys eventually will start to let me scratch them as long as they see their mama do it. And these babies are growing up very fast.
Oh
you guys.
my
They're all
God.
super friendly.
Little
Basically
shitters.
just proved that we do not need to bottle feed these fellas in order for them to be friendly, because the little babies are letting me come right up to them like this. And these guys are finally getting to be a little too fat to where they can't leave the fencing anymore, which is huge because these guys were getting out all the time. And it's one thing if they get out of here. It's another thing if they leave the property entirely, and they started to do that. Look at how precious these little fellas are.
Oh, they're
and I
so
couldn't bring
cute.
these guys into that little elementary school, even though they're much safer than crocodiles because they're mammals. The USDA requires you to have permits before you exhibit little things like this to the public. Thankfully, I basically have zero desire to ever do that in the future. So whenever my friends that work at schools need us to come in, I'll just be bringing in 10-foot crocodiles instead. That's much safer than a baby capybara. But okay, whatever. Boring. They won't cut my toenails, so I guess I just gotta do it myself. But as you guys can see, we finally cut the grass, and the Rhea are all up here now. And our precious little iguana has this whole flight pen to
he
himself.
is gone.
And the Rhea are all up here now. And our precious little iguana
Dude, he
has
is
this whole
completely gone. Holy.
flight pen to himself. But I still need to
Damn,
change
that's
the
how
water
I
in
want to
there. But
feel,
the water's in
man.
here, nice and clean. But the babies have been walking in here and swimming around and pooping and peeing, and I have some clips I can show you guys of that right now.
You got
That explains
iguana,
why
yeah.
it's always so muddy in
With
here.
a Rizzy, man.
Look at their fighting.
Oh,
my goodness. Look at how precious
look at
these little
that.
guys
That's so
are. Happy's
cute.
fighting in the mud for today. Oh, and look at how
Whoa.
this little guy just hangs out with his
That's the
hands.
most
Fighting in the
movement
mud
I've seen
for
of a
today.
capybara
Oh,
ever in
and
my
look at how
life.
precious these little guys are. Happy's fighting in the mud for today. Oh, and look at how this little guy just hangs out with his parents. Thankfully, there's already a lot of aquatic vegetation in here that's filtering out their poo. I need to collect all the Rhea eggs and eat them now. And these are not my prairie dogs, but somebody dumped prairie dogs here, and now they just live here. The weather's finally lovely here again, and these little prairie dogs.
Somebody
somewhat
just
abandoned
dumped
here,
her. Oh my
miraculously
God.
Getting along very, very well with these Cappy Blappies. Look at that, you guys. He's just crawling on top of them. But as you can see, Patrick is now looking
Oh
dark
my
and beautiful.
Lord.
Pretty soon he's going to be all black. Look how cute she is. Good morning, Bebo. And Bebo still goes in his little lodge over here every now and then. After I destroyed it. he's
Bro,
been
this
spending
place
more
is
time with
heaven.
little
Oh
eagles.
my
Check this out, you guys.
God.
When we give Bebo a carrot, he'll take it and just run right back to his little lodge.
He got his
Precious
food. He's
little
gonna go
Bebo.
chill at
We
home now.
here too, but I left all this stuff on the ground for him to forage. Pretty soon I'm going to need to cut some branches for him again. But the
Oh, that's
memorial
so
big
cute.
ounce tree actually re-rooted, you guys. And it sprouted this little branch, and it's doing super well. The vultures are officially back in the wild, you guys, and I have nothing in this flight pen anymore. Okay, I have to edit and upload this video today, but I just moved this all the way here. Running out of time. Oh, happy Friday, everyone. Now that we
Hey.
released Boo Boo, and I'll show you guys clips of this on the other channel, but we soft released Boo Boo near the pond at the new property, where we know that he would at least have access to lots of water and be far away from any other human beings. Welcome to New Ounce.
Wait, they got a second property?
As you can see, we have
Hi.
all kinds of biggertons in here. And I made this little thing here over some dirt. And they've already made a really nice little den. Look at that. Hello, bibbertons. All 4 of my babies are in here, you guys, and someone actually dumped some other ones here in the back of the property. I don't even like telling you guys about when that happens because I feel like it just puts it in the brains of more people to do it. But all 4 of our little prairie dogs are now in here. And this was
God,
a
I
little hole
love
in the
prairie
fencing,
dogs.
so they
They're
can
so
dig under
fucking
there, but they
adorable.
can't dig back out anywhere unless it's in this other little hole in the fencing that's also protected from the rain here. We finally have a little ounce-topia here, you guys. I'm gonna catch this thing and release it because it doesn't need to be in here. Okay, now
Bro,
that
that's
she's gone, this is
beautiful.
the perfect little paradise for little prairie dogs. They have tons of hay, tons of natural foliage, tons of shade. That's also protection from rain. But all right, everybody, I'm gonna go ahead and smash this little watermelon here for all these clappies. It's funny how scared they get before they come back here and mob me. Here you go, little chicken, enjoy. Everything loves the watermelon. During the day, for some reason, all the kangaroos hang out by the kangaroo bus. And this little girl should not be nursing anymore. I don't know why she's still doing that. Quit it, you little goober. Look how precious these little fellas
Bro, the
are.
mama
Kangaroos
is
actually
done.
love pumpkins, you guys. Look at these things. Well. This is the nicest, most enriching setup that I could possibly conjure for this precious little creature. And check this out, you guys. Her legs are just fine now. Watch, see, she puts a lot of weight on that right leg now.
Oh my
She's still limping a
God,
little
I
bit, but she's
want-
not putting her weight
yes.
on her wrists anymore. And she's running and
Look
jumping
at those
a lot better
beautiful
than she was when she
patterns.
first came in. Because those shaky back legs and those bowed front legs are clear signs of metabolic bone disease. But this is what a little Bob Tibby looks like, you guys. You see how its face is a little bit different than a normal kitten? She's starting to get those little tufts on her cheeks. So if you guys ever happen to be walking around outside and you see one of these little fellas come up to you, don't approach it and keep an eye out for its mom. The dead giveaways of whether or not this is
Yeah, the mama will not be happy. The mama will pop off.
Bobcat is the tiny little bobtail, the gray or brown coloration with little black spots, and of course these pointy ears. But other than that, this little
Bro, look
coloration
at
with
that
little black
face.
spots, and of course these pointy ears.
Oh my lord, that's beautiful. Holy shit. Oh my god, that's so cute. That's so cute.
But other than that, this little fella basically just acts like a normal Tibby. And they still need all the love and care that a mother would give a baby at
Hi,
this age.
Silent. Good morning.
Especially if they're tiny little singletons. Now, if there were two of them, I wouldn't interact with them as much, but this little guy needs love from a mama. Otherwise, she'll be understimulated and unhealthy. And while she's still healing up from that little injury on her wrist, which is already so much better because before she couldn't walk without stepping on it. Part of why she's so friendly is because she could barely even walk without assistance back whenever she first came in. And after putting her on the right diet and giving her physical therapy, one leg healed up at a time. I'm gonna keep
Ooh,
playing
that's
with her,
good.
loving on her like her mom and siblings would. Look at this little fella. And she's so much sweeter already than Boo Boo was when he first came in. But when she first came in, she did not like me at all. And the person that surrendered her to us was taking care of her like a little kitten for a long while before they finally turned her in. And even then, they only did that after they realized that she
He's
was unhealthy
going
and they
to
couldn't
jerk.
afford the vet bill. But oh my goodness, look at this thing. And she loves hanging out with her mama. Thank you for praying for this little titty. As you guys can see, she's super healthy now and she's not limping at all. So this is her little setup. She's finally doing things like jumping over my legs, stocking up on me and pouncing on me. As you can
Oh
see,
my
I gave her
God.
tons of little enrichment items because we had some left over from the last little Tibby that we got. This is the first ever wild Tibby that we've had. Look at that, you guys. She's walking just fine and she's not putting any weight on that wrist. Oh my goodness, look at these teeth. The only downside is they are not nearly as easy to litter box train as a typical cat. And with two litter boxes in here, she still just poops on the ground. Just like Boo Boo. Let me know what you guys think we should name her while we have her. Some of you guys said Big Pounce, but I'm thinking Boo Boo. Love you guys, I appreciate you. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Is that Kevin? Oh, almost forgot to tell you.
There's no way that was Kevin, was it? No way. No way. That's crazy. Dude, that was so cute. What a great way to start a morning. What a great one. If you're watching this on YouTube and enjoy, make sure to go click the like button and sub to the channel if you want to watch more Kevin reveal. I don't know if that was Kevin. I don't know. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Peace.